Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class, and today I will be helping you in your JAMB chemistry syllabus. And today we will be starting with separation of mixture and purification of chemical substance. Actually, this is the first topic in JAMB chemistry syllabus, so I'll be treating those syllabus one by one so as to help you in your coming JAMB examination. And if you need this PDF copy and you need an online lesson, you can send a message to me on WhatsApp for a token of 2,000 naira per month. I'll be taking you JAM's lesson for science students. So now let's look at element, compound, and mixture. So elements, these are pure substances that consist of one atom that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. So elements are substances that cannot be broken down into simpler units by ordinary chemical process. So that's thing about elements, it cannot be broken down into simpler unit by ordinary chemical process. Why compound? Compound are substance form when two or more elements chemically combine together. So when two or more elements chemically combine together, a compound is formed. I hope you understand that one. An element and compound, they are usually pure substance. Why the next thing I want to talk about is mixture. A lot of time mixture is impure, while element and compound are pure. So mixture is a combination of two or more substances that are physically blended but not chemically bonded together. They retain the individual property and can be separated by chemical method. So that's, you must understand that about mixture, that mixture can be separated by physical method. And you have different example of mixture: air, blood, the sand, the urine, and crude oil, and the rest like that. They are example of mixture. So now let's quickly talk about changes, chemical and physical changes. So we have two types of change. We have the physical change. In the physical change, no new substance is formed. No new substance is formed, and it is easily reversible. Example is melting of ice, dissolving salt in water. You can easily uh, recover the salt back. Unlike chemical change, chemical change is usually a permanent change in which new substance has formed and it is not easily reversible. So example of chemical change are rusting of iron, burning of food, decomposition during electrolysis, and the rest like that. So you have to know the difference between physical change and chemical change. And also in physical change there is no change in mass, but in chemical change there is change in mass. In physical change it requires a little energy, while in chemical change a great amount of energy is involved. Now let's now move forward to pure and impure substance. So what are pure substance? These are substances that contain only one type of matter. They contain only one type of matter. Example is distilled water and pure gold. While in pure substance, they are a mixture of two or more substances. And there's something that you must know about impurity, that impurity changes the chemical properties of a substance. Impurity changes the chemical properties of a substance. Now, let me now move forward to criteria for determining purity. So let's first look at melting point. A pure substance will have a constant melting point or a sharp melting point. It will have a constant melting point. And something about impurity, impurity usually lowers the melting point. Impurity lowers the melting point. Now the boiling point now, a pure substance also have a constant boiling point too, but impurity raises the boiling point. So don't forget, impurity decreases the melting point and they raises the boiling point. So JAMB can ask you that kind of question. You can easily note that too. So now, density. So pure substance usually have a specific density, but in pure substance their density will be different from that of a pure substance. For example now, normal water, the density is 1 gram per cm3, while sea water is usually higher than that, so they have different density. Now let's now look at separation techniques. So these are techniques that we use to separate mixtures. So the first one is filtration. So filtration is good to separate insoluble solid from a liquid. Then we have evaporation. Evaporation is used to recover a soluble solid from a solution by heating the mixture until the solvent disappear. So I hope you understand. You could recover a soluble solid by heating the mixture until the solvent disappear. So we have distillation too. Distillation is used to separate a solvent from liquid or two solution that have a widely different boiling point. They have a widely different boiling point, like water and ethanol. The boiling point of water is 75, of ethanol is 75 degrees Celsius, while the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So we can use distillation to separate water and ethanol. While fractional distillation is similar to distillation, but it's used to separate miscible liquid with very close boiling point. So it is important to know it's used to separate immiscible liquid with very close boiling point. And let's now look at sublimation. Sublimation is used to separate a mixture that changes directly from solid to gas. So normally, when you add temperature, a solid is supposed to first turn to liquid and then to gas. But in sublimation, the solid changes directly to gas. So example of the compound that is occurred is ammonium chloride and also iodine. Then we have crystallization. So crystallization is used to obtain pure crystal from a saturated solution. So we have chromatography too. It separates components based on their different rate through a stationary phase. Magnetization, decantation, and centrifugation. So just quickly know that all this is a form of revision. And please, after you have listened to this lecture, I quickly want you to answer this question. This question are on the screen. The question are on the screen. So number one, just look at it. You can pause the video to answer the question. You can pause the video to answer this simple question. And once you listen to the lecture, you will be able to answer all these questions very easily. Once you listen to the lecture, you'll be able to answer all these questions easily. And if you have any issue, you can send a message to my WhatsApp number. I am here to guide you more, so as you to have more than 300 in your JAMB chemistry. So bye bye and have a wonderful day.